The weather in Japan continues to make headlines. In fact, on Tuesday, it was all about record-breaking heat. In fact, many cities actually recorded their highest August temperature. And one that stands out, this one in Koide in the Niigata prefecture. Well, this temperature was only broken a year ago, and one of the reasons why another typhoon approaching. Now, if we take a look at the temperature profile, we can see the extreme heat starting to build as we go through the day, the darker oranges across the southern parts of Honshu, and there's Koide as well, just to the west of Tokyo, driving in some pretty warm air ahead of the storm that is arriving. And the next storm in question is actually Krosa. Now, this storm has been slowly meandering its way through the western half of the Pacific for some time. It looks likely now to make landfall during the early hours of Thursday morning. You can see quite clearly the eye of the storm, although it is weakening just a little and becoming more ragged, but it's moving slowly in a northwesterly direction. So if we take a look at the track in a little more detail, it looks likely to follow a very similar track to a storm earlier on in August called Francisco. So it arrives potentially towards Honshu, maybe, and Kyushu during the 14th, and then pushing its way up through the Sea of Japan through the 15th and 16th of August. So it's going to be a significant storm. It's actually the third storm in as many weeks. It will produce some torrential rain, as much as 300 to 500 millimetres, and some pretty rough seas. Red alerts remain in force, with wave heights expected to be 8 to 10 metres high. And it will bring some very significant heavy flooding rains with it as it continues to push its way just to the west of Tokyo, perhaps brushing with the fringes of the Korean peninsula as it moves its way up through the Sea of Japan. But the good news is, towards the end of the week, the weather story looks likely to quieten down.